This week on Lone Lobos.
If you're not into yoga, if you have half a brain.
Boom, boom, boom. If you give the best of yourself to it, then maybe it'll even be something spectacular.
Hopefully. Gucci slime.
Hopefully
movies.
Gucci slime.
Spectacular.
Catching in theaters.
Thank you for being the dad that stepped up.
Wait, which
Which Jacob?
No,
Two Jacobs.
you're not the
No,
dad
he's
that
talking
stepped
about
up.
me.
3, 2, 1, go!
Come on.
What's up, party people? Welcome to another episode of Lone Lobos. Today, I have a mythical character.
Xolo Maridueña. I'm finally here to say hello to everybody.
Yes, exactly. Today, we have on the one and only, the illustrious, most magnificent donkey brained man I've ever met in my life, Jacob Hayden, also known as Senor Crot. Thank you so much for coming on the
Absolutely.
podcast.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
What a joy.
Jacob is one of my newfound longtime friends. Writer, actor, director, singer, dancer, triple
Yeah.
threat, quadruple threat, quintuple threat,
Lover,
lover,
first and foremost.
fashionista. But we talked about you a lot on the podcast, and so I wanted you to come on and just kind of hang.
And I'm scared about all of it because I have no idea what has been said about me in my absence.
Everything.
The fact that I may be known by anything whatsoever is a little intimidating.
Nah, dude, you're chilling. I mean, sort of the
The idea of your little brother, who you know for being psychotic, like talking about you to an audience, and you're not sure what he said, it doesn't recommend comfort immediately. You're not like, oh, sick.
yeah.
No, what's he saying?
Mainly just like questions you have asked me, or not conversations we brought up, but like points we will get to. I've brought up in the podcast. Like one little question that we had fun with that you would ask Peyton and I was the Muppet one.
That's such a good question.
It's such a good
It's such a good
question.
question.
But I did want to I think sort of the backstory of how we met is pretty good, but one of my favorite things about you is that you used to be in the military.
Oh, great. Yeah, I did used to be in the military.
Yes, so I want enlighten the people, if you want, about why you went into the military and how you found it.
Yeah. Okay. How I found it, as in how I
did you
felt
enjoy
like
it?
it treated me.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I think a lot of people came out of high school feeling like it was just my destiny to succeed. And no matter what I did, it was going to be awesome. And I was going to be awesome at it.
Yeah.
So then I spend a year not really doing very much and just kind of like expecting my birthright of success to come to me. And nothing is happening. I brought up the idea to my mom, like, oh, one of my buddies, TJ, joined the National Guard. I was thinking about doing that. And she's like, no, you can't do that. Please don't join the military. My precious boy. And then I spent this year of kind of doing nothing and expecting everything to just
Fall into place.
fall into place. It doesn't. And my mom is like, hey, you remember when you talked about joining the military? Maybe you should think about that
You need some
seriously."
purpose.
Exactly. And when my mother, my own sainted mother, God bless her, was like, you should become part of the war machine, I was like, okay, I need to leave. I need to get out of here. So I chose the Air Force because my older brother had been in the Navy, and he was like, whatever you do, Jacob, do not join the Navy. Join the Air Force.
Damn.
Yeah, so I listened to it. He was a submariner. So, and he was a newlywed, and it was like 6 months in a submarine when you just got married, and you can't call your wife. You get to like send her an email every 2 months,
Damn.
Yeah. So in lieu of like following in Josh's footsteps and joining the Navy, I decided to join the Air Force. I found it just wasn't for me. A lot of people find great structure and motivation and a lot of great things in the military. Well, actually, before I joined, my older brother Josh was like, you're going to find one of two things in the military. Either it's going to create a structure for you that you love. It's going to show you how to succeed, give you a really clear pathway to succeed. You'll know exactly what to do. And then Bob's your uncle. You know, you have a career. Or it'll give you something that you don't want. It'll put something in front of you, an obstacle, and show you, okay, I might not know what I want to do with my life, but I know I don't want to do that. And the latter is what it did for me. My life became clear as a result of knowing,
Well, I hate this.
I don't want to do this. I'm not doing this.
So you're a writer now. How
I'm a
did
writer.
you go from I'm working as a nuclear physicist in the military
No, but yeah,
to I want to write movies?
yeah.
That's so different.
Well, I think the first thing, like, I'm from North Idaho. I'm from Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. Shout out, please, somebody. I'm begging you, anybody. So, you know, I'm from like a suburb of a suburb, basically, in the middle of not very much. And I just kind of wanted to be an actor, really. But that just doesn't exist there. That's not like a real career that you can have. I think it mostly also arose of jealousy of Hayden Christensen in the Attack of the Clones, because I just like wanted to kiss Natalie Portman so bad when I was 11, and that
As did we all.
Yeah, everybody.
yeah, that
Right,
did
Chat?
something. But for me,
Right, Jeff?
maybe a little too much, and it's sunk inside my soul somewhere.
Oh, that's not
But-
healthy.
Okay, well,
I
not
fixate on
not
it every night.
not crazy, not crazy. Normal amount. So I had to. Part of the other thing about the clarification that the military provided was seeing like, well, what do I really want to do with my life? I always had this thing where I wanted to be an actor. I was always coming up with stories too. I was like, we didn't play D&D, but I was the storyteller of our little group of friends, and we would just like run around and pretend we had swords. I would tell everybody what level they were and whether or not their like attack succeeded,
Mhm.
like play fighting and stuff. So I had an idea. This was in like spring of 2018, I think. I had an idea for a samurai movie, and I was telling my mom in detail on New Year's Eve, in detail about like, and what if this happened? And then what if after that? And she was like, politely again, my mom keeps showing up in these because she's very formative. Stop telling me about it and just write it. I don't want to hear any more of this. You just need to write it. So then I flew back because I was in the Air Force. So I flew back to my duty station in Florida. I wrote it in 2 weeks on Google Drive, on Docs, and screenplays have a very like specific form with spacing and all of that. And I was like hand doing that. I didn't know.
my god.
I didn't know how to set the margins every time either. So when I got the dialogue, I would just like tab 3 times and be like, that looks kind of close enough. And then it flips down to the next row and I tab that one down too.
Whoa.
Yeah, so I wrote, I think it was 98 pages. Wrote it in 2 weeks. And then I got part of like a screenwriting Discord, and I entered a contest with them and got 3rd place. So they gave me like a subscription to Writer Duet for a while, which is what I still use. So then I was like, okay, I think I like this. I think I really like this. I kept doing it. Nobody was paying me. There was no reward for it at all. So I was like, let's just try and get into something real. Let's try to make something real out of it. So the first step was USC, which I never would have been able to afford through like traditional means because I come from, you know, it wasn't something my parents would have been able to provide financially for us. So the military, I got into USC, the military paid for it, and I got paid to go to USC for screenwriting.
For our
Yeah.
listeners who, you know, are aspiring creatives, want to be writers, what advice would you give to people who, you know,
Maybe you, like yourself, parents might not be able to afford a huge school like a USC,
Yeah.
but necessarily don't want to also go into the military to have.
I would say,
this is the law. You have to do exactly what Crouch says. Everyone on here. If this
We
doesn't work, you can
have-
be mad at him.
well, I think this is good. I don't want to say I take the burden of giving advice very seriously.
I know you do.
We have a mutual friend, TPK. TPK got into, attended, and left the University of Southern California, the film production program, without finishing, so that he could make his movie, so that he could make, you know,
A feature.
an independent feature
Yeah.
film. And the way that he did that was through a lot of his own sweat and just figuring it out. There's one of the hard and rewarding things about movies is that there's no way to do it. There is no path. Maybe there was in the 60s or the 50s, or, if you were just like a good looking person hanging out near the,
Studios?
Yeah, near the
Yeah.
studios, they'd be like, hey, kid, come on in here. That doesn't exist. You have to make a way for yourself. And TPK just figured it out. He reached out to somebody. He's not like, I'm a famous person and I'm going to ask he has an Instagram account. He asks this actor on Instagram, which most of the time will fail, but he tried it. Person replies to him. They have a good rapport. They get along, builds a relationship, makes a short film, uses that, leverages it to all of these different people to get independent funding for a feature film. That's from the director's side. He also wrote it himself. So my advice would be whatever it is that you want to be, figure out how to do that and just start doing it where you are. It's not glamorous advice, and 100,000 other people will give you that same advice because nobody's following it. But if you follow it, you'll give yourself the only real chance that you can have.
It is
That's
it is so
beautiful.
hard to carve your own way. I mean, even just
You think
like
that's true?
I think so.
it's hard. It's too hard. It's not too hard,
But it's
but
true.
as right now we're writing a script together.
Yeah.
And dude, the discipline aspect of writing is something that I do really struggle with.
You?
Yeah.
Discipline?
Just-
No way,
Dude,
bro.
the sitting down in one spot and grinding out pages is a difficult thing to force yourself to do. But there are these, I can see the runner's high that you get
Yeah.
when you're writing, because you, Seb, Aiden, I've seen you sit down and you'll really just get into a groove of writing, and it feels not to this extent, but when those coding guys, like they plug in and they're like coding like crazy.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, when I really sit myself down and force myself to write, I will get in like a little groove of like, oh wow, okay, and it feels like I'm doing something. It feels like you have like a little ball of fire, and you're like, it's here. I can do something with it.
No, you're really good, and you have a really natural way of capturing, and you've attributed this to how many scripts you read growing up and working as an actor and all that, but at capturing character styles. The only time that your writing isn't good is when you're saying, insert blank here, or I can tell in your prose that you're just like, blah, this should happen right now, so this is what's happening, when you're not trying at all.
Yeah, that's the discipline aspect where I'm like, okay, I'm sitting down, I'm writing, I'm doing the thing. There are the aliens there. Da, da, da.
Yeah. It's better than nothing, though.
Yeah.
Just pushing out is better than nothing. For me, how much I like it is usually not completely, but pretty in proportion to how long it was since I wrote it. If I wrote it a long time ago, and I'm like, oh, this is not bad. If it was so long ago that I forgot what writing it felt like, and I can read it like it's somebody else's work now, then I'm like,
Oh, this is pretty good.
it's pretty good. Pretty good. But if I wrote it last night, almost universally, it's like, this is garbage, bro. This is terrible. But you have that duality too, which I know you have at the same time, where you simultaneously believe that you're invincible and everything you do is genius. And at the same time, you look back at it and you're like, I don't deserve to live. I should be executed on basis of how terrible this is.
Dude, that's how I felt like the first time watching the short. I was like, dear God, why was I allowed near a camera? Who let this happen?
Here's the axe. Cut my head off.
Yeah, dude. The creative process is really fun. It is so scary, and I think that I'm finding that most of the things I've done in my life have been really fun, but I've also felt really in my wheelhouse and very safe.
Mm-hmm.
And so jumping into writing, jumping into directing, it's been scary, but in a good way. And one thing I do have to say is Peyton and Jacob are like the sort of main driving forces behind me starting the short and like really starting directing. Because I think you did something and Peyton did something for me that your mom did for you, where I was constantly just like, yeah, and then this happens, and like I'm really picturing it like this. You're like, cool, go do it.
Yeah,
like make it happen. I think that is the advice, dude. just go do it. Go
Just
make it
actually
happen.
do it. Well, and the thing is, there's always going to be some element of where the idea is perfect and beautiful, and then as soon as you start working on it, it becomes real and physical, and you can touch it and point out the flaws,
And then you can break it.
and you can break it. But otherwise, no one's ever going to see it. It's not going to be real. And if it's stayed in your mind and tumbled around a lot, I always remember this thing that J.J. Abrams said, which is that somebody asked him, how do you know what to write? How do you know when to write something? How do you know what movie to make? And he's like, I just leave an idea alone for a long time. And if I find that something's been rolling out around my head and like softening up or changing or whatever, and I can't get it out, then I know I have to make that. And regardless of who it came from, that should be true. If you want to make something and you've had an idea for so long, eventually just start doing it, and you will mess it up, but otherwise it won't be able to exist, you know? That's the only reason that Blue Beetle exists. That's the only reason that Cobra Kai exists. You have an idea, and eventually you have to make it real and be confronted with the fact that it's not going to be this perfect ideal version that you had always visualized, but it will be something that people can interact with and people can fall in love with, you know? If you give the best of yourself to it, then maybe it'll even be something spectacular.
And hopefully, Gucci Slime
And
will
hopefully
be
Gucci Slime.
spectacular.
Catching in theaters.
People
Dude,
that
yeah,
don't
Blah, blah, blah,
know,
blah. What's that?
for people that don't know, our lovely guest today is one of the producers for Gucci Slime.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I
Yeah.
forgot to say that as well.
Context.
Yes,
Mhm.
context. Yeah. Jacob got. Oh no, that's a lie. Jacob got almost every draft of my short film. This is a little tidbit. I'm so sorry, Jacob's mom. Jacob has an Android, okay?
I do.
And I'm not
It's right
very
here.
tech savvy, but you can't text from a MacBook to an Android, or at least I don't know how to set that up.
Yeah.
And so when I was typing on my computer, my short film, I would send it. I would type in my messages to Krodinger, and it would go to Jacob's mom. And I was sending Jacob's mom
Yeah.
a bunch of different drafts of my script. Oh, I had more slime this time. What do you think about killing this person? Like, I don't know if there's too many deaths. And I get back, looks great.
That's the better part.
Yeah.
Is that she was being like
So
so cute
awesome.
and encouraging.
Yes, just like encouraging.
Yeah.
And I thought Jacob was reading it and be like, yeah, go
I'm
for it.
like,
And then
wow,
everyone-
great job.
Yeah, like looks great.
Yeah.
Super awesome. What did you think as we were from your perspective of making that short? How did it feel?
How did it feel? What did I think? Like, good. Bad.
Exactly.
Good.
Do that.
We did it. I don't know. It was great. We filmed it in Claremont, which was great. The coolest part probably for me was being able to get some amount of feeling like we're bringing to fruition something that you had been marinating on for a long time, which connects back to the encouraging you to finally write it and then actually seeing it through all the way, you know, until we had people there. And of course, there's always going to be things that are like, oh, this isn't exactly how I pictured it to be. But that's part of the, you know, moving into being a filmmaker is like, how much of exactly what I'm imagining am I actually going to be executing when we're doing it?
Mm.
But seeing it there, seeing it in Claremont at exactly the place that you described.
It helps being a Claremontian. What can I say?
Claremont people are great. Yeah.
Last night, Sonny Stuljic, who will eventually come on this podcast one day, we were making a song for the end credits of
It was for the end credits.
yeah, for the movie.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm so excited. We say slime in the song.
To say slime.
Just want to let you know.
Yeah. If there's any question whether or not they said slime.
Yeah.
Anyway.
They were wondering. That's why. You know.
Oh, that
Yes,
you
exactly.
just that you were working on a song with them last night.
Yeah, dude, it was great.
And
We're
it's gonna be
we're
sick.
still working on it. We're very, very close. It
Yeah.
will come to a film festival. Hopefully it gets into a cool one soon. And then everybody can come watch it. And that'd be super fun. Transition.
All right. So, per our guest request, we asked our Lobitos to send us some questions because Jacob really wants to answer some.
Oh, there is a thing though. So
You outed me.
I'm the loved actor.
The love what?
Shh. Doctor. I'm the loved actor.
Love the actor.
I am the love father.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Love
okay,
father. There you
perfect.
go. I was like, you got to pick a name.
That was so
Yeah.
quick. Like you were ready.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what Gianni's is?
What?
His is the love God.
And Xolo's love daddy, so you're love father.
Love father.
Yeah, Gianni's the love god /S.
Slash S?
Yeah,
Goddess.
Sarcasm.
Oh.
/S. Sarcastic.
Oh, slash
Goddess.
S. Oh, I thought you
Yeah, Gianni and Croc been hanging out a decent bit.
Gianni, I
lately.
love you.
Yeah.
a little tone indicator.
Yeah, I just thought it's funny. I just love knowing that he picked God. Love God. Anyway, sorry. What problems do our bereft people have today?
One of our questions today comes from Mads. And they say, is it weird to wear a promise ring after you've been broken up for years?
What?
But promise ring is
A promise ring is, some people do it as a before
Promise
the engagement.
oh, I thought it was like promise no sexy time.
That's a purity ring.
It's a purity ring, bro.
Got you.
Well, why would they be wearing it if they've been broken up?
I wouldn't say it's weird. I think it's a little bit sad.
Yeah, it just makes me feel bad.
Should we respond in real time like those YouTube videos?
I think
I
it's
wouldn't say it's weird. I would say it's sad.
and well, I think it's just indicative that you still want them, but it's over. The ring has got to be the first thing that comes off. frankly.
Short answer is please take it off. Like,
I like that there's something about this that is romantic in a way that, it's like forever. For me,
very Seb
for
coded.
me, it's forever.
Yeah.
But I think considering that there's somebody else involved.
But what if? Okay, so there's some information we're missing. We don't know if it's because they still love this person, they still want to be with this person. What if they just really love the design of the ring? They're like,
That's fine.
damn, that's fine.
I think just switch fingers. Is it weird is completely dependent on the context that they give you.
okay, if it's I just like the ring,
Fine.
switch fingers.
Yeah, switch fingers.
I love him.
Yeah,
I still love him.
I still love him. I would say wear that promise inside of your heart and not on your hand anymore.
Was that Jeff Buckley? She's the tear that hangs inside my
is it J-
soul forever.
you know- A ring is a symbol, and the symbol that you're representing has ended.
You're wearing a dead body on your hand.
Acknowledge the truth. What you had is a corpse.
It's over.
It's
over, but I feel you.
you.
I feel you. That's real.
Well, we've actually reached out to Mads, and they are getting more information on this for you guys.
Please, Mads, please.
Oh,
Mads
Please.
typing.
Yeah.
Dot,
Please.
dot,
Please,
Oh,
Mads.
this is live.
This is
Wow.
live.
Whoa, I don't think we've ever gotten something this
This
live.
is
dot.
live.
I just said
live.
more info on this, question mark. And Mads has been typing for 45 seconds and it's giving me anxiety.
Okay.
In the
And now they
meantime-
stopped typing and they didn't say anything. So
Okay.
Aw, dude. Don't
In the
triple
meantime-
bubble me
in the
like that.
meanwhile-
In the meantime, let's jump to a different one. This is from Isa. How important is being conventionally attractive if you get complimented on your personality but still turned down all the time?
Okay. The situation here is how important is it being conventionally attractive
Mm-hmm.
if you get complimented on your personality,
but you still get turned down.
but you still get turned down all the
Turn
time?
down.
So this person is saying that they do not feel as though they're traditionally attractive?
I feel it's like they're saying like people are complimenting them for being
Having a great
great
personality,
but like
they
well,
keep
what does
getting
that
turned
matter
down. So
if I keep getting turned down?
Yeah.
Mm.
How important is it? Well, without knowing context, again, all these things are about context. Maybe. Do you want to?
guess.
Oh, guess.
That's a part of the game.
Oh, okay. Was the love father? I have a lot of responsibility now. I think it really depends on who are you asking out or coming on to or saying that you like, and they're rejecting you, because it really depends. This could be somebody who perceives the situation to be this way, and you're just going after someone that you like or think is attractive, but you haven't built any rapport with them. You have no relationship. It could be that you keep asking people out in bars and you feel like it's because you don't look a certain way. It really depends on
Yeah.
what you're feeling it's keeping you back from. If you're trying a lot and you don't particularly care about any of these people, but it's like, oh, here's an attractive person that I'm just gonna be like, hey, you want to go out with me? And they're like, no. And you're like, okay, well, I don't really know you. I don't really know. I'm just shooting in all directions. Then I would say maybe be a little bit more thoughtful to that person in terms of who you're asking out. If it's a different scenario, like I'll just have to invent one because the context doesn't exist. So I'll just create a false context and then pretend like that's real. If you're in a situation where you have fallen for, let's just say it's me, right? There are 2 girls in a row that I've really been interested in. And each time it was like, I felt like we got close and I felt like we had chemistry and I really liked her. But I asked her out, or I asked if we could see each other romantically or if we could go to dinner sometime or something like that. She rejected me. Then it happens again with the next girl. And I'm thinking, this has to be based on how I look. It's got to be because I'm not conventionally attractive. Well, I would say if I'm really concerned with how I look, then all I can really do that's within my power, this is kind of like a stoic answer, is make sure that I'm well groomed, that I smell good, that I'm clean, that I'm dressed well enough, that I've like put some effort into the way that I look. Everything beyond that is beyond me. And you're not going to get solid answers from people. You're going to be like, is it because I don't? Is it because I'm ugly? No one's going to tell you that. No one's ever under any circumstances going to be like, I really like you and you're super funny, but you're just ugly to me. Like, even if that's what they're thinking. So what would be the reason to dwell on something like that? You get caught up in your head and you're like, it's because I don't look a certain way. You do what you can with what you have. And then I would say probably just read the signs with people, get into a groove of trying to, like communicate with them.
Yeah, it's hard. I mean, I think establishing rapport with someone is huge, and they're like the pretty privileged thing definitely exists.
Yeah.
If you're 6'5", just massive hunk, you kind of can just walk up to anyone at the bar and
Yeah.
say, hey, go out with me. And it's probably better than 50-50. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
personality does take you a long way. And I think that if attractiveness 100% does play a role in the first initial spark of liking someone, but it can only really carry a real connection so far. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you're not going to get anywhere just off of the conventionally attractiveness alone. So I think maybe if you're getting turned down by people and that's the reason, then it wasn't really meant to be to begin with. Not because of I'm not attractive enough. It's like maybe you guys just didn't gel, or like maybe they're not that awesome, honestly.
Yeah.
I am a fan of the your loss mentality,
Yeah.
But what I also will say is I was deathly afraid of getting rejected when I was single. I totally was a person that would
Yeah.
not ask her out ever because I was so scared of getting rejected. So
It's good to be afraid to be rejected
that's true.
because it shows that you're putting some respect on somebody else,
Yeah.
that you're being, I saw this, it was like an Instagram reel or something like that the other day, set to whatever stupid music. And it was like, if he likes you, he'll be afraid to touch you. And I was like, actually, in my experience, that's kind of true. You put some respect a little bit on somebody that you're really into, and you're like, well, I'm not just going to go up and be all
Yeah.
crazy with it. I'm going to be very careful about, how I.
But don't let the anxiety take over. Don't just sit there. You know what?
Don't let fear make your decisions.
Exactly. That's the same thing. Even just talking about writing. If it's just this idea in your head, if it's just this thing and no one will ever get to see it, if this love, this want, it could be lust, it will always just remain a feeling, an emotion, a thought if you don't take action on it. And when I assume this person is young. When you're young, Go for it.
Just go for it.
serious.
Just bloody go for it. Get out of there.
Bloody go
Do it.
for
What's the cost? What's the
What's the
potential
cost?
negative?
So
Her-
we're back from Mads.
Yo, Mads. Okay.
Here's the
Bring us in,
context.
Mads.
Context.
Context. I was in a relationship a couple years ago, and we were together for a good while.
Couple years.
So we're at the point where we gave each other promise rings. It's been 2 years since the breakup, and I recently saw a photo of him wearing the ring again. We haven't spoken since the breakup. We both took them off after, and now he's wearing his all of a sudden.
Oh.
I threw mine in the ocean.
Throwing yours in the ocean-
That's crazy. We thought it was you. Our
Yeah.
bad. That's saucy.
But first of
Why
all,
would you say that in the first place? That your ex is wearing the promise ring? What the heck?
first of all, throwing it in the ocean is a sick move, though.
That is such a baller move.
That's a sick move.
Yeah, that's a power
I
play.
hope you picked a picturesque part of the ocean to throw it into, like the end of a dock on a stormy day in San Francisco or something like that. I'm with you.
Hood up.
That's awesome.
How Rose from Titanic of you.
That's beautiful.
Sundress billowing in the
I love
wind. I
a
see
romantic
it now.
gesture.
Wow, that's so cool. Okay, your ex is doing it?
Could be fun.
Okay, it sounds like
Could be fun.
oh my gosh, I want to know more. This is so juicy. Is he seeing someone right now?
Yeah.
Is he single? Do you know?
Is he reusing your promise ring on another person?
Oh.
Ooh.
Like,
I
Possible.
didn't even want to go there.
or maybe he got a new promise ring. Like, because I don't think you buy your own promise ring. You buy it for each other.
Yeah.
So maybe
Oh, I didn't think of that.
maybe it's just the same. How do you know it's the same one?
Would he be re-gifting it?
No, what if his new girl just got it from the same
Oh,
K
if
Jewelers
Mads
in
got
the
it
mall?
for him. His
That's what's happening.
No strays on this chick. She might be awesome. We don't know.
I'm Team Mads.
We hate
We're
her.
Team Mads because Mads is a super.
You're
good
right.
host.
Okay.
Yeah, we're Team Mads, bro.
You're right.
Yeah.
That was a
About-
curveball though. That it's
about
not
why he's doing
her,
it.
that it's the ex, which
Yeah.
is such a great curveball. He's either just liking the ring and is like, all right, I'm just gonna wear this ring. We're just gonna do it, or he's just like,
And he's sending a message.
When
He's sending a
you
mess-
walk
Dude.
away, you don't hear me say. You know, the anime music video is playing and he's staring at it.
yeah, it's like the slow zoom.
He's created his own videos in
in the
CapCut.
background. It's like them in the going to like a picnic.
Yeah, he's
hanging
got
out the
posters
water.
hanging behind him of you, edited with AI into various movie situations. It's possible.
I don't know. I think that is sort of a
I guess we have to kill him.
that's a subtweet, really. If he puts on the ring and then is like Instagram picture like with the ring very visible and is like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Damn, that dude.
I don't know.
I will say, dude, Matt, I'm so sorry. That sounds. I know you're years away from it, so you're probably chilling. But dude, you're at the point where you give promise rings and you break up.
Yeah, I guess I was treating you like a person on the internet. To treat you, Mads, like an actual human being. That is very awkward.
Not just 3 bubbles in the chat.
Yeah. I know we all treat each other that. Well, at least I do. And I know that I'm treated that. But that's awkward. And it sucks. And frankly, there's not a lot that you can really do about it.
I think you should text him. Why are you so obsessed with me? I think
Under no circumstances do what
I
Jacob
think
Scott
that
Thomas
would be
Bertrand
a
is telling
great-
you to do right
'cause Hear
now.
me out. He either gets offended and then is like, "Oh my god,
Yeah.
this is so lame." You're like, "Oh, okay, so he's lame. I don't really have to talk to him anymore."
With no
Or
evidence
it's funny.
necessarily what's going
there's a
on,
possible
elevate the
rekindling.
temperature of the situation and just make it worse.
Why
I
are you
like-
so obsessed with me? Send
Could
a
be fun.
zoomed in screenshot of the picture.
I like that.
Could be
I
fun.
like that, dude. I think that's funny.
Zoomed in screenshot, and maybe like the next thing is the Apple Music link to the song "Obsessed" by Mariah Carey. You know, why
If-
are you so
If there's
obsessed
not
with
more to
me?
the story,
or you send American Woman.
and it's because he just can't get over it, then it is a little strange in the same way that it always feels strange when somebody can't let go of something that you can let go of.
Mm,
In a way, it's flattering, but in a way, it's uncomfortable.
all right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you, Mads.
Thank you, Mads.
Mads, that was great. I can't believe it was the ex. That makes it so much juicier.
Yeah.
Let's go to a shorter one here from Chris.
From Briss?
Understood.
Chris.
Briss.
I'm assuming short for Priscilla.
Priscilla.
Assuming. The question is, do people choose who they fall in love with, or does it just happen?
Pris.
Do people choose who they fall in love with? Wow, we're getting philosophical now. I like this one, Briss. Jacob Hayden.
I have to answer first.
Your
Absolutely.
love father.
I am the love father.
Father before doctor, always.
Father.
Come on, bro.
This is, we all know the
everybody
sequence
knows
that
that.
it goes in.
Yeah.
Father, God, Doctor, Daddy.
Ew, Xolo's last, bro. He's not
Oh,
here
he's Daddy? Okay, he definitely goes before you.
Oh,
Father,
I'm
God,
before God.
Father, God, Daddy, Doctor.
No, Dr. Daddy flows. Anyways,
I want
you
Gianni to go
choose
last.
who you love.
Well, in my experience, okay, well, and taking empathy to mean that my experience can map onto other people's lived experience of the world. I think it's, well, either that or empathy is not real. JSTB. And I think empathy is real. So you don't really choose. You have the input that you can have in terms of who you fall in love with are the decisions that you make that formulate yourself and your idea of yourself. And that will end up dictating subconsciously who you end up falling in love with, what you decide you want out of your life, what you work toward, what you hold as your desires, and what you hold close. And those are things that are changeable, variable. That you can change, and that in the end will have a say in terms of who you fall in love with, the work you do on yourself. But other than that, no, it's not within your control. You can be wise, though, about the steps that you take and whether or not you take any steps.
Where they will lead you.
Once you've fallen in love with somebody. Whether or not you act on it or let it wither on the vine.
I remember when I was going to church youth group a lot. Those guys, the leaders at that church group, they were real intense. You know, I was like 13, 14, and I remember talking to one of them about how I really wanted a girlfriend, and he really took me seriously. I was like, okay, like I was like, yeah, I want to meet the one. Da, da, da. He's like, all right. He's like, do you think today you want to meet the one? I'm like, yeah. He's like, do you think today you are the man that this woman deserves? Like, are you worthy of the one?
Yeah.
I remember she being like, damn. Oh, I'm not. So I think I like what you said about you don't really choose. You don't necessarily, like, I guess, consciously choose who you love, but the choices you make about yourself and how you handle yourself, I think just vastly influences who you end up with, maybe. That's more so the answer that I could get behind.
Yeah. And insofar as we shape our own desires, you can only control who you fall in love with insofar as you can control your own desires for anything. And maybe less so because of how powerful love is.
Lust.
Yeah. Eros. It's called Eros.
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 Last question, and then we'll do song of the week.
All right. What's the question?
This one's a video.
It's a video question.
It's a video.
Oh, we got a
It's
video,
just a video for
from
you
a
guys.
London
Somebody-
Lobito.
Somebody was from London. We're like, they're brave enough to show their mug.
Whoa. A London Lobito. Who is that? Dude blinking like that. Do they have lip injections?
I feel like I've
Brother
seen this
man,
guy somewhere before.
Jacob, I miss you boys. I wish I was
Eye
there.
contact.
Miss you,
Hello,
X.
everyone else watching the episode or listening wherever you
I
are.
love you, dog.
Why is
I
he
wish
so
I could be there
serious?
joking around with you guys. I know it's going to be 59 minutes of jokes,
Ba-da-ba-da-ba.
so I won't add to it. I have a serious question.
Yeah.
All of the books he's ever put me onto have been life-changing, but I want to know, Jacob, what's been the most life-affirming, life-changing book for you? And can you put us on?
Yeah, it's got to
No
easily
songs
be
of the week.
No Country
Book
for
of the
Old
week.
Men.
Put us on to some knowledge, brother.
He's still talking.
Miss you boys. Hope you guys are having a great time. Monica Jordan, thank you for holding down the fort. Jacob, thank you for being the dad that stepped up.
Wait, which Wait, which?
Which Jacob?
No,
Two Jacobs.
you're not the
No,
dad
he's
that
talking
stepped
about
up.
me.
He's the dad that stepped
He
up.
even
Fuck, bro. I'm
Because-
not getting validation.
because I became the love father. Xolo, I love you.
That's true.
I miss you so
This will be the
much.
thumbnail.
I miss you so much. Yeah.
so much.
No, dude, you gotta do like me, Jacob, and that.
Looking at your beautiful face.
Dude,
Man.
Xolo, it's so funny. I gotta know what his skincare routine is, bro. He's always so like,
He's dewy.
yeah, bro.
He's
got
glowing.
that Joe Sud do, bro.
Yeah.
There's a video on YouTube where he's like, "I'm Xolo Maridueña, and this is my skincare routine."
He puts hand sanitizer on
Yeah.
his face. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's
Oh.
right. He is a lotion king. All right, that is a great question.
Lotion God.
I will add to it. What are, because actually I know one of the books you told Xolo about, but what are the books that you told Xolo about?
Depends on when and
Oh,
what he's
sure.
talking about. Because we talked about like comics and manga and like nonfiction, fiction. So I don't know what he's specifically talking about.
Nonfiction, probably.
I don't think so. Maybe though. Maybe I could be wrong.
Okay, but
Just want to say again, Xolo, seeing your face has changed everything.
oh my god,
It brought the temperature in here up and down at the same
at the same time, I'm just
The
more
same time.
comfortable.
Just more comfortable.
What
The
is
humidity.
the book that has moved you the most?
And he said life affirming too. He said life affirming. Well, here's a safe one. Flowers for Algernon. High schools assign it sometimes. I hope that your high school hasn't,
I've heard of it.
because
I read it.
it's kind of a pain when it gets assigned as homework, but it's beautiful. It's beautiful, touching. It's the story of a man born with, I think he's got an IQ something like, it's like 75 or something like that. So he's mentally disabled. He goes through this process that allows his IQ to just increase exponentially. And it's this journey about him learning and realizing what his life used to be, what his life is now, what life itself is. It's touching, it's heartrending. It's beautiful. My older brother has a tattoo
Oh wow.
relating to this story. So, yeah, very touching one. Very life affirming. The Gospel of John, bless up. Recommend. The most life affirming book ever written in the history of man. If you want to get Jesus Christ. If you want to get down and dirty, go to the Brothers Karamazov and
Ooh.
don't just like
Dostoevsky.
don't just like skim it. Get in there and see the three brothers as representations of different ways of viewing the world, because they are different representations of ways of viewing the world. In some ways, the promise of a book and the promise of the most beautiful, heart-affirming or life-affirming book you could ever read is the next book. That's why you keep reading, because the next one is going to show you something beautiful about people, about humanity. There's Middlemarch by George Eliot, which is a pen name for a woman who wrote in Elizabethan England. Amazing. Just one of those people who seems to know like everything about the way people work. She writes these inner dialogues for characters, and you're like, that's what an inner dialogue actually feels like. That's what it feels like to be a person. Just read. It could just go on and on and on.
Yeah, there's a
You're gonna say Bleachers. Bleachers, go!
Oh, that's so funny. I wasn't gonna say Bleachers, but I probably would pick Bleachers as my life affirming book.
Yeah.
Just because it's like a Bleachers by John Grisham.
I think so.
Isn't it? Bleachers by John Grisham. That is a book that's like it's like I'm watching my greatest fear play out. Like I'm
Yeah.
reading my greatest fear play out. But it's in the weird, like somber way that is almost enjoyable.
Yeah.
And like there's peace in it. And so after reading that, I just had this idea of, all right, it will be okay. I will make it work no matter what. But dude, a book that has always stuck with me. I read it in 6th grade. I had I think my 5th or 6th grade teacher recommended it to me. It's called Smiles to Go. I don't remember the author. It's not a super famous book, I don't think. And it's just about this kid going to high school. His like little friend group of this girl and like his other guy best friend, and it's just them in their first year of high school, like going into different friend groups. And I don't know why, I just always really loved that book. There's this really cool part of the book where there's this big hill that everybody is like this legendary hill that people will skateboard and bomb. And bomb like skate it, not like bomb like bomb it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like I had to preface that. But he gets really like kind of well known in his town for being like the kid who bombed that hill. and he has like this special skateboard that he went down on it, and he's got this really young little sister. I think she's graduating like 6th or 7th grade, and during like kind of the climax of the book, she takes his skateboard and goes and bombs that hill, and she gets all cut up and stuff. I don't know why, that just always really stuck out to me as a kid. It's just a great story. And I couldn't even really tell you why. It's just good. You should read it. It's very, very short.
All right,
All right.
song of the week. But before that, Lobito of the week.
So our Lobito of the week.
Xolo M. Wow. Thank you so much, Xolo M.
No, our Lobito of the week, because they threw their promise ring off a cruise ship with a pina colada in hand, watching the sunset.
That's what they did.
It's Mads.
Mads.
That was you, Mads?
Mads.
Yo!
Okay, I'm sorry. All the Lobitos of the week have been amazing. Mads, dude, you're really making a run for
This
Lobito
is real.
of the year,
This is
dude.
real game, Mads. This is real
Wow.
game. Say it one more time so I can have it. We can picture it in our heads.
Yeah, say the whole.
Quote, "It was off a cruise ship, pina colada in hand, watching the sunset."
Wow, man.
Yeah, you have to text him. Why are you obsessed?
That's
with me?
beautiful. That's
I
beautiful.
You got to do it now.
Don't
dude.
text him. Don't text him.
Come
That's the
on.
most beautiful.
Do it.
That's don't do
You
it.
know what's cool about that's classy.
That's classy
You're
too.
like badass, but you have like an air of class to you as well.
Drinking a
Just
pina
in my-
colada is-
Props, dude.
If you were with somebody, that's cool. But in my head, you were by yourself.
you were by yourself.
You were on a cruise by yourself. Heck yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Pina colada in hand.
You deserve it, Mads. You deserve it.
All right, now I got to think of like a song that's gonna be my song of the week. Something that goes with that.
If you like pina
Well,
coladas
that's too on the nose.
and getting caught in the rain.
Bing, bing, bing.
I don't know the line that comes right after that.
If you're not into yoga,
If
you have half a brain.
You guys should watch our Jimmy Buffett
Oh,
episode.
sorry.
Oh, true.
You have a Jimmy Buffett episode?
Yeah.
We have a whole. Monica is in love with Margaritaville.
Okay. I'm down with Margaritaville.
Okay.
Anyways.
Song
Song of the week.
In Margaritaville.
What would go good on like sunset, throwing the ring off? Oh, you know what I'll do? This is like a good throwback to some of our hangs. I'm gonna say, I was gonna say Rosanna.
Rosanna.
Yeah, I was thinking Georgie. I was honestly trying to think of the name of Georgie Porgy, but I think Rosanna. Rosanna by Toto is gonna be my pick.
Rosanna's really good.
My song of the week is Rihanna upon the replay. Because she secretly wants to run a replay back on that relationship. I know she does. Or he
I love
does.
it. Monica?
And then my song is partly, it can go with Mads' situation, but also partly, I just saw my queen Shakira last night. So it's
Shakira?
Si Te Vas.
Si te vas. Okay, I
Mm.
like it. Okay. 80s.
It's me. Well, the song I've actually been listening to a lot this week is "Pass the Dutchie" by Musical Youth.
Ayy.
On the left hand side.
Oh, wait.
Pass
what?
the Dutchie on the left hand side. You come up, and the music
guess,
make me
yeah,
jump
that could-
on bounce.
Yeah, that kind of
Give
fits.
me the music, make me rock and noddy dance.
You
That
can
feels
hear that
very
song
like
on a
White
cruise
Lotus
ship.
episode.
It's a cruise ship esque.
Yeah, I like it.
I love it.
All
I love
right,
it. I
y'all.
actually
Well,
really
thanks
love
so
that
much
song.
for listening to this episode of Lone Lobos podcast. Hopefully, Xolo will be able to join us next week. But until then, we love you. We wish you. What is it? What's the Truman Show? Good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
And if I don't see ya, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
I'm gonna watch that movie tonight.
Excellent movie.
All right.
Watch it.
Take care, guys.
Bye.
Ciao, bacalao.
Thank you for having me.
This episode of Lone Lobos is a Lone Lobos production, produced by Monica Tamayo and JMKM, with intro music by Nicholas Gray. Like what you hear? Check us out on Instagram at Lone Lobos.